Well, welcome back. I am here with Travis Freeman. He is, first of all, a good friend, founder, owner of Brite Ideas, does amazing things with the Salvation Army. We'll talk about that a little bit later with the Tree of Lights campaign. But Travis, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So you were actually one of our interviews in the October issue. You were a VIP in this last issue, and interviewing you, there's so many different facets of you, but we're talking about Brite Ideas and kind of how that all began, and also what you're doing that to really contribute back to the community and make a difference. So let's just talk about how did it all begin, Brite Ideas.
So yeah, when I was in high school, and I had a lawn service, and I ran an ad in the Thrifty Nickel. I had bought a snowplow. It never snowed that year, and I literally went out to somebody's house and they called me up. I got one call off of it, and they handed me a trash bag of lights that took me 4 hours to untangle. Half of them didn't work, and it took me about 20 minutes to put up the other half. And I just figured there's got to be a better way to do this,
right,
than doing it. So it's one of those things you always come back to. Here's the problem, find a solution for it. How can we do this? And if there's a need for it, how can we make it better? Yeah,
because when you were 16 years old, what was it? Was it the 70s, the 80s,
everything. It was, I graduated high school in '89.
Okay.
So,
all right. So
yeah.
I'm
dating me a little bit.
Yeah, but not in a bad way, because so when you were 16, people decorating homes for Christmas was not.
It's not at all what it is today.
An industry. That wasn't even a business. People just did it themselves. So kind of like the Christmas Story when the guy's out putting lights on the.
Yeah, nobody was out.
Yeah.
We literally were the first company out there. Like when we told people we decorated homes for Christmas, they had no idea what we were even doing.
Yeah.
So, and that really was kind of my, I thought, okay, if I could create this thing that, and come up with a custom lighting for homes that people like, okay, they would see it and recognize it, that's, Brite Ideas.
Yeah. Well, talk a little bit more. So you started to do this as a teenager, really created a business. That was your kind of initiation into entrepreneurship, so to speak. So where did it go from there?
So from there, we were decorating homes, we were getting busier. So then, as I did not go to college and my friends did, so they were going to Kansas State and Arizona, and they were saying, hey, send me some, your brochures. I'm going to see if I can sell some houses here. So they had sold houses, so we're sending them product. And then I'm thinking, hey, if we can duplicate this from Omaha to Arizona to Kansas City, Minneapolis, we could make this all over the country and even bigger than that.
Yeah.
And so we started looking into how to do that, and we developed this whole training class,
right.
And this whole other group of people that had the same problem we did.
Right.
That, hey, it didn't snow that much. We still have employees that we need to keep busy.
Right.
So we became this fourth quarter add-on company to a lot of people around the country that had the same problems we did.
So this article was I've read it several times, but just talking about, how you looked at distribution points, how you saw a problem that needed to be solved, and how it kind of grew. Your business I think, has exploded. How many years have you, Brite Ideas has been around for how many years?
Close to about 25 years now.
Okay, wow. And let's talk about some of your mentors, because we've talked about that, over coffee.
Yeah.
But you have some people that have really influenced you.
Yeah, and honestly, and everything, I think it's from your employees to your mentors. It's the people that you surround yourself with are really the people that, help you grow, help you expand, and give you, even visions beyond what you think you have.
Yeah.
And I think when you're around those people, I was really close with Mike Simmons.
Yeah.
and you know, Willie Thiessen, just people like that that have had huge success in life. And I think when you're around those people, you just you get that same energy. You
Absolutely.
Everybody feeds off the same energy. They're giving energy, you have energy, and then when it comes together, it just helps, you know, project that next level
Absolutely.
of what you want to succeed in.
Yeah, I agree. Let's talk about the Salvation Army and your involvement with what they do each year with the Tree of Lights campaign.
Okay, so I've been involved in them for probably about close to going on 20 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we used to do it when it was a live tree. We'd go out and do a tree selection,
Right.
and then we'd decorate that tree. It started at the, actually started just decorating a tree at the courthouse downtown.
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And actually Mike Simmons was heavily involved in that. And then it became, we moved it to the Crossroads
I remember
Mall.
that. Yep.
So it was a live tree there until the live tree got stuck under a bridge for 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah. So that kind of got us into like where could we have a permanent spot
Right.
and a permanent home and a permanent tree for the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
And that's when I came up with the idea, and they came to me and said, what could you come up with?
Solving a problem.
Solving a problem to design this, to make this work at this location. And that's when we got together and we designed this 75-foot tree with over, you know, like 600 LED
Wow.
snowflakes on it. It's got a 6-foot star on it.
Yeah.
And it's actually become like a beacon of hope actually for the Salvation Army and for the city.
Everybody
Everybody looks forward to it. And we actually are moving the tree tomorrow and putting it up Saturday morning.
Okay.
So.
Because again, so that's 90th and Dodge is where it's been.
Right.
And how many years has it been at 90th and Dodge?
I think it's going on the 12th year
Okay.
now at 90th and Dodge.
Okay. Again, it is, you know, that tree goes up and you just look for it. It is a beacon of hope. And why was that important to you? I mean, why is the Salvation Army? What does that mean to you?
You know, I think just it's like a local organization, and you can
Yeah.
actually see the need in Omaha, and when you actually know what they're doing with
Yeah.
the money, you can see it happening and you can see it changing.
Right.
And we've actually had employees that have gone through their program
Yeah.
that have, you know, been down their luck, stayed at the Salvation Army, and come back out of it and have had great success.
Yeah.
So it's neat to be attached and know somebody that's actually gone through it.
Absolutely.
And it's not like you give money to an organization and have no idea or can't see
Right.
what changes it makes.
Right. So we've got just a couple more minutes talking about the Salvation Army, just kind of how you got started. I mean, what tidbits of wisdom do you want to leave us with? And that's kind of, I'm throwing you a question that.
Gosh, you know, I learned a long time ago that the worst decision is the one you don't make.
Yeah.
And you're always going to fail at doing something, but you know, it's like you learn from your failures.
Yeah.
And you know, it makes you stronger.
I hear you.
You know,
Yes.
and we've all eaten a lot of mistakes, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm not alone in that. So,
Yeah.
we learn from that.
That's great advice, and I can speak to, yes, I've done a lot of things but making that decision, if you don't make it, you don't.
Yeah,
The experience is not there. It does not open up to other opportunities as well. So.
Yeah.
So how can people find out more about Brite Ideas? Website?
They can go to our website. It's briteidea.com.
Okay.
And we're located on 156th and Blondo.
Yeah.
And we've actually got Santa Claus being dropped off in helicopter November 3rd and 4th at 1 o'clock in the parking lot.
Okay.
So
I'm going to make a note of that.
It will be awesome to come see that. So that's a big, we get a big turnout for that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for just your contribution to the community. I mean, you're a business owner, entrepreneur, but you really have taken what you do and give back to Omaha and I think probably elsewhere as well. So.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been fun.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Just great to call you friends. So
yeah, that's nice. Thank
so
you.
pick up the October-November issue. You can pick it up at the Bookworm and other places around Omaha. We've got a great story about Travis, and again, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we will be right back.